Nobody made this photo up. But whether I'm telling you the truth or not right now is beside the point. You can at least
Oh,
entertain. You can entertain it as a hypothetical. Do you think it's okay for boys in drag to be taking pictures with grown naked men?
if they're underage, no. If they're overage, well, that's up to them because they're adults and it's a whole consenty thing, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Wait,
Whatever.
wait. We talking about? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I just hear you? So you actually justify the idea of an underage child taking pictures with a full-grown adult?
Sorry, did you hear me say if they are underage, no?
All
Being
right.
consent.
Just make sure.
Saying yes. I literally said no, and you tried to imply that I said yes. You lying.
Sure.
You are lying now.
no.
I'm asking
either-
for clarification. Oh,
You were
shut
either
up,
not
man.
I
paying.
got
Echo?
news for you, Cliff.
Echo?
I got
This guy.
news for you, Cliff.
You were either not paying attention or you're lying. Which one?
That's why I'm asking you a question for verification, man.
And I answered it, and then you strawmanned. You said that I was justifying it. You lying sack of shit.
Hey, Cliff. Hey, Cliff. I got news for you, man. I got news for you, man. The parent or parents consented to this kid taking a picture with this grown man that was naked. The parents consented to it. Do you think that's okay?
No.
The parents should be put.
Already said that.
The parents should be drowned.
Okay, that's all you had to say. I misheard you. Okay, that's why I was asking a question.
So, well, no, you didn't. You didn't just ask a question. You asked a question. I answered it with no, and then you said you're justifying it.
And then when I reiterated the thing, I reiterated it in the form of a question.
No, you didn't. You said you are justifying it.
You're so easily
You asked, "Am I justifying this thing?" I just said no to.
Why would I? Just because you've gone transsexual, whatever you want to call it now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to automatically accuse you of lying about everything that comes out of your mouth. That's why I asked for verification. I restated it in a question-like fashion.
And the fact that I said no, and then saying you're seriously justifying it.
You are emotionally moved in its entire conversation. That's the only reason why you're here. It's because you're emotionally disturbed by it.
Ad hominem attack. Nice one, Veckel.
But here's the problem.
You're the one that's disturbed by me making a choice about my life.
Of
course I am.
Hashtag triggered.
It's a spiritual.
But here's the problem.
I don't
But
give a
here's
shit.
the problem. Here's the problem, Cliff.
I have justification for my position, though.
Here's the problem.
Well, you assert you got
You
assert you got justification.
If you're going to draw the line at a naked boy in drag not being able to take a picture with a grown naked man, if you're going to draw the line right there, then I would like to know how you can draw a line anywhere in your worldview. How would you be able to draw?
Well, Cliff is not going to be able to give us anything substantive. He doesn't want to look at the evidence. He doesn't care that we show that children are affected by these disgusting, horrible decisions that damn people's souls to hell. Cliff doesn't care about that stuff. He can't defend what he's doing.
Well, I don't care about the health thing because I don't think it exists. So, I don't care about that. Now, what I said, and I specifically said that if they are below the age of, below age, if they're underage, then the answer is no, they shouldn't be doing it, and the parents shouldn't be making them do it either. If they are overage, then they have the ability to do it.
I'll put it this way.
What age?
You say you can run your life how you run it. Well, those parents got. I would like to think don't you think that those parents have a right to parent their children how they want? Who cares what you think?
It's really bizarre.
I'm curious. What age are you suggesting is underage? Like, where's the cutoff line there? Where is it?
Well, whatever the legal age is for the country stroke state.
All they got to do is lower the age of consent.
Lower the age of consent, right? So if they lower the age to, let's say, 10, would you be okay with that?
Well, no, I don't think children are in the right state of mind to make such decisions.
At what age, though?
That's what you think, though. What if the parents think otherwise? Are you going to tell them how to raise their children?
Well, we're not talking about the parents, are we? We're talking about the state or the country.
No, but these kids. But these kids are in their parents' care, and they are allowing it. That's why this kid was allowed to take a picture by a grown naked man. The parents consented to it, and if they do, who are you to say that they can't? That's their child.
I didn't say that. My opinion, as I've stated twice, is that the age of consent, or would be whatever is underage given the state or country. That's it.
Guys, let me just say this really quickly because maybe we may not have this opportunity. Cliff, Christ died and gave himself up.
Don't care.
Put your faith and trust in
Don't care.
life. And
you don't
care about what your Bible says. Don't care.
You can leave, like you said you were going to do several other times.
Well, you all got triggered and things like that.
Well, Cliff, if you're going to be here to just try to trigger everyone here, then doggone it, you got some time to hear the gospel real quick.
So I've heard it before. I've read the Bible 5 times. Have you?
You don't know what it is, though. But you don't know what it is.
Of course I do. I've read the Bible 5 times.
But you don't know.
I've heard people do it before.
Just read the gospel all the time. They don't know what it is, though.
Principles.
Come on, Brojo. Let's not forget that you're a sniper.
So go on, Brojo. Go on ahead and preach that gospel real quick. Go ahead. Until he leaves.
The state that you're currently stuck in and feel that you can't be freed from is because you are enslaved to sin. Jesus says, he who sins is enslaved to sin. So if you put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, you might be saved. He gave himself up for all lawlessness. Okay, we're not here just to merely condemn you. We're also here to tell you the good news of the gospel.
And I've read it and I don't care.
Yeah, none of us in here hate you, man.
Bullshit.
None of us.
I mean, like, I'm probably, like, I might sound reasonable, but I got some very heartfelt views on the whole trans and sodomite deal myself.
Well, I'm not a sodomite, so But of course, I have a feeling that most of you are.
Right.
Sodomites?
And do you know what? Do you know what I mean by that? Do you know what sodomy actually is?
Oh, great. Please quote for us Ezekiel and tell us exactly the sin of Sodom so we can point you to the very next verse.
Yeah, what he's going to do is he's going to go to
sodomy.
16
Sodomy is everything other than penis in vagina sex, okay? Which includes kissing because that's oral sex. So if kissing from your worldview is a sin.
But you know full well that when someone, especially someone in this environment, is referring to you or other people in your community as a sodomite, we're talking about sexual immorality as expressed in the Bible.
The role.
Okay, now if you like a secular, if you want to use a secular version of it, then by all means go on ahead because you don't believe truth is relative anyway. So,
but your religion includes sex slaves, so you're not really.
You will fail miserably in showing that. I now gladly debate you anytime you show that.
The problem you have is that since you think truth is relative, you have no basis to say that those parents, having this child take a picture by a grown naked man is wrong. You think truth is relative.
Well, how about this?
Right. And he's going to try to point out alleged problems in the Bible about
that we're
sex. Come on now.
We're right. He's right in his perspective.
All right, are you guys done preaching the gospel to this guy, or
do you want to jump in, man? Go ahead.
Is that wait? Who asked that question?
Me,
Templar.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a problem preaching the gospel to somebody or?
No, I'm asking if you're done so that we can boot this guy.
Okay.
Weren't you the one that suggested I should Cliff?
Yes, and I still should suggest that.
Because you're a cunt, aren't you?
I mean,
you're just an asshole.
Don't encourage suicide, first of all. But honestly, I think you came in here to start a fight, dude.
But here's the problem.
No.
Here's the problem, Cliff.
I came here to laugh at you. I'm still continuing.
I mean, okay, I wasn't even involved in this stuff, but like, it's just strange to do that.
But you still have no basis in your worldview to say that that's wrong. It's just your personal opinion.
Hang on. You're just asserting that you do have a basis. You haven't demonstrated your God exists yet. When you demonstrate your God exists, then you can make such assertions. But until then, you've just asserted something that you can't demonstrate.
But
the fact
your worldview is so fallacious.
I'm so
Cliff,
disgusted.
that you said
but
that
you
you
know, but Cliff, real quick. You know what the problem is?
What?
You know what the problem is? I would love to, and either one of us would love to demonstrate our worldview to us, but you don't care anyway because you made it very clear that you didn't care about hearing us attempting to demonstrate it. So even if we wanted to demonstrate it to you, you don't care to hear it by your own admission.
Tony, it goes beyond that.
I've heard it.
Even if he did care, it wouldn't be reasonable to even try to do it to a person like this because he said truth is relative.
Exactly, man.
Discredit anything that's presented to him.
You hit the nail on the head.
Just as he's doing right now, he's discrediting the fact that he's a male, a female. How are you? If he's going to be ready to discredit that truth, I'm going to try to tell him that the God of the Bible is true.
But look how excited you're all getting. I'm enjoying this. This is making me chuckle.
Well, I'm enjoying this too because this is always a great opportunity to talk about God and the things of God. So you came into the right.
You see, here's the thing. Here's what makes me chuckle. Last night.
Version here, buddy. So I mean, you just come in here wasting your own time. You're wasting your own time.
Last night, Ronnie and G-Man had a hangout and then deleted it. That's how important this is for them.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? You could chalk this up to a classic. I hope you record every bit of this and keep every bit of this in context for reference purposes in the future.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know he won't.
By the way, let me just read the verse that he quoted.
He has no obligation to do so.
The sin of Sodom and her daughters did not do as your daughters did. Look at this was the iniquity. She had pride, abundance of food, and prosperous ease, and was to her and to her daughters. And she did not sustain the needy and poor. And they were proud, and they did a detestable thing before me. And I removed them because I saw it.
Gosh,
but
I would bro Joe, I wouldn't. There's not a doubt in my mind that Cliff here, upon you preaching the gospel, probably turned the volume down and started talking to his audience. I
didn't actually. I didn't do that at all.
Look, Cliff.
Are you really that paranoid, Veckel?
No, I just don't trust you as an atheist, and I have no reason to trust you as an atheist because, first of all, you believe that truth is relative, and second of all, because you're an atheist, you can't even give an objective means for morality anyway. So why should I trust that you wouldn't do something like that?
Well, here's the problem. If Cliff can't come here and demonstrate how it's possible that you can be biologically a female now, or somehow you're a female, then I don't think there's any point of talking to him. He can't do it. He just wants us to accept his absurdity upon no evidence, yet he claims to reject the Christian God for that same reason. He's arbitrary and
right.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, this person just came in here to laugh at us.
I'm wondering what.
I mean, I don't know. I guess something happened last night or something.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess.
You know what, man? If you're doing this for YouTube views, congrats. I do hope you get as many views as possible because the gospel was preached in it, and perhaps it'll reach somebody. Make sure you don't edit that part out too.
Yeah, Tony, exactly.
That's the part. I don't need to delete anything.
Christ
eat it up
because what you see, what I saw in this was diversions, and then just certain stuff just because you believe it to be true. Well, I mean that's fine. I'm not an anti-theist. If you believe it to be true, then that's fine.
Well, here's the thing. Not to attempt to commit a two-quote fallacy, but even if what you said was true, you're doing the exact same thing that you accused us of. So you're a hypocrite.
No, I'm not. I'm just going off what I believe to be the case. You're going off.
I think we can be done with sodomites and drag now. I think we can move on now.
Well, that would suggest I've had sex before, you stupid fucker.
Yeah.
How can I be a sodomite if I've never had sex?
Cliff, if we were really triggered by this behavior of yours, you would have been booted out the room already a long time ago because one of the rules in this room is harsh, strong profanity in there. So the fact that you're in here this long That should tell you something.
For sure.
We want you. We want you in this room. Okay, you're not scaring.
No, you didn't. You didn't bring me in this room. I joined it.
We want you here. We knew you were going to come. We knew it.
How did you know it?
Later.
How did you know it? And what did you think I was going to come here to do?
Because
just for the record, I don't want him here.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing, Cliff. I would have hoped
one of them here to hear the gospel.
And here's the thing, Cliff. I would have hoped. I would have at least hoped you would have come in here on a respectful, at least with a respectful demeanor. Even if you disagree with everything we said, at the very least, you can give us a chance to hear us out a little bit more to try to understand our perspective. But it seemed like you weren't the least bit concerned with trying to understand our perspective. Instead, you wanted to come in here and gaslight and inflame things. You didn't care about what we had to say.
That's why it's a good thing that he's the one that's in here and not the other way around.
Well, even in a non-biblical sense, transgenderism and homosexuality is damaging to the national community as a whole. But it's like my viewpoint, and from the Germanic, pagan side of things, is like, for example, traitors, cowards, people like that were generally hanged in public, but people that committed usually sexual transgressions were usually drowned in bogs and whatnot, and that was because personal disgraces were hidden out of sight.
And I'm sure you masturbate to such ideology.
Bring on the bog lord.
And he's not even a Christian, man. You just threw out just a disrespectful comment.
Yeah, like I'm not a Christian at all. Like I've talked to these guys. Like, I try.
No, you just hate people. That's fine.
Like, I don't hate them.
Well, Cliff, I have a question for you. Why is hate bad in your atheist world?
Because it's a destructive form of conduct.
Destructive is a moral valuation. What is the basis of your moral evaluations as to what states are good and what states are bad?
Oh, you're just going to go around this again. We've had this.
I think it's a legitimate question.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in playing that.
If you're going to say that hate is bad, or morally repugnant, I want to know, what is your objective basis for that ethical determination? Or is your determination as to what's good, bad, right, or wrong in terms of hate just a product of your fantasy life?
Okay, well, it's based upon cultures and how they work with each other. But whatever. I'm not interested in having this discussion. It's another thing going off the subject, which was you guys getting really excited because I decided I was going to come out as trans. I don't care.
Okay, so
you are in the category 5 of my my interest. People that hate me.
Oh, that's
ready. Laugh at you, dude.
Okay, now hold on a second. I'm using priority talk right now. Okay. Now what Cliff has just admitted is that hate, the mental state of hate, is bad and wrong because it's not socially fashionable. Okay. Now, do you want to stand on that or reject that notion, Cliff?
So, you hated me because I was an atheist. You hate me before. My ability to give a shit what you think is 0.
Where did you get the idea that I hate you, Cliff?
Oh, the fact that you left a comment under my coming out video.
Well, hey, Cliff, listen to me. If you had shown up in a bunny suit and said that you identified with a bunny rabbit or as Bugs Bunny or a doggy outfit, I would laugh at that because you're actually being proud of being delusional. It has nothing to do with hate. I can laugh at somebody being delusional. It doesn't mean I hate them.
Well, you're delusional.
Now,
saying you got
you're now changing. I'm going to let you talk in a second. I'm using priority talk. Now, what you have just said is hate is wrong and bad because it's not socially fashionable, not in accordance with a given culture. Okay, now cultures come and go. They change with the winds of time. So is one culture's values truth or sacrosanct, Cliff?
Well, one culture's value is the reason why we don't have slavery now, but your Bible does. Anyway, I'm going to go now.
Yeah, that's not an answer to my question, Cliff.
It did answer your question, but I'm going to go now because I'm not interested.
No, I appreciate the response, but it was not germane to my question.
Yeah, still not interested. I'm going to go. So enjoy.
Yeah, well, you've been promising that for quite a while. Okay?
Yeah, well, that's right, and I'm going to carry it out. So enjoy your day. You can laugh and
see. So notice Cliff is abandoning ship because he can't answer the question about that hate is wrong because it doesn't comport with what's socially fair.
I did answer the question. You just don't like it. I'm going to go now. Bye.
The thing is that